Oh, yes. The moment you have all been waiting for. Hamza Sheeraz, after his brutal knockout victory over Edgar Berlanga, has been forced to respond to the comments made pretty much from Edgar Berlanga's team, his wife, about the hand wraps, cheating scandal, controversy, mayhem. So in this video, I'm going to take you through Hamzah Sheeraz's response. Now, to get started, I got to toot my own horn. I am the best in the business, and it's not even close. Notice on my channel, I show receipts. Notice on my channel, I give you both sides of the coin. I don't just pump out content with this side and run with it and say, oh, it's an open and closed case, Johnson. That's it. And pick sides and stuff like that. I mean, occasionally, depending on what the subject is, there's times where I have an opinion one way or another. But I always let you listen to both sides of the argument. So a lot of people aren't doing that. A lot of low-quality content in boxing. I give you both sides. I've already done a couple videos about Berlanga, his wife, and what they had to say, and the hand wraps and the scandal. And now we're getting into Hamzah Sheeraz, who's definitely heard the chatter. He's heard the noise, and he has his word. So that's what I want to talk about starting now. Roll the clip.
We are pressed for time, so let me just get straight to the point. Yeah. So you would have seen my interview with Frank Warren about Edgar Berlanga's wife's comments. He wasn't very happy with it, basically accusing you of cheating, she was. So what is your response reaction to it?
It's a compliment, if anything, because they're in disbelief of how bad I beat him up, that they've had to stoop that low to accuse me of being a cheater. Is what it is. If I was him, I'd be gracious in defeat. I wouldn't even let my team talk shit like that, to be fair. But I think they haven't been on the receiving end of a beating like that. And maybe it's a bitter pill for them to swallow. And it's interesting. It's very interesting.
It gave me Fury Wilder vibes after the second fight.
No, and everyone was saying, oh, why didn't you take off your left hand wrap? If you watch it, Andy went to take off my left hand wrap in the ring. The commission stopped it. And they said, you're not allowed to take off your hand wraps. We have to take it off in the changing room. So that's why I only had one left. And the yellow shit is from the inside of the glove. So I don't know, people are moving mad with accusations.
Who checked your hand wraps from Team Berlanga?
He had his cornerman. And he didn't only check our hand wraps, he checked our gloves, he checked everything. And he was there for longer than he should have been, to be fair. I even let him watch me warm up because I didn't care. I said, go on, stay here if you want, for as long as you want, and watch us warm up. He was very respectful, though, very respectful. There was nothing like that. But yeah, mad.
Yeah, a strange situation. As I said, it reminded me of Fury Wilder too, what the excuses that came out from Team Wilder. Yeah. But anyways, tonight.
Yes. Boom. You never know. So that was Berlanga's response. I like that he responded, because Tyson Fury, he didn't really respond. He was just like, oh, I'm the Gypsy King, bare knuckle, like he didn't really. When Wilder had accusations, he was like, yeah, I did it, egg weight. Like he was like making jokes. So for me, I like the fact that Sheeraz took the time out and gave a real answer, because anytime there's a conspiracy theory, or theory, we'll say, you might have a sector of people that really buy into it and believe it. I told you in my video that I was going to quote Berlanga's team, his wife, what was said, what they were posting, right? And the expressions, the views that I was going to cover wasn't necessarily that of my own. I could speak for myself. So if I want to say something, you're going to know it's my opinion. So I told you I didn't really have an opinion on this. All I really said, which I still believe, is I blame both parties for this. No matter what whether it was cheating or not cheating, both sides of the blame, and I explained it. For Shiraz's side, he's cool with Turkey, and Turkey openly was like, I would be very upset if Shiraz and Shakur lose because I have big plans for them, right? And then immediately after, Ring Magazine and Turkey really started dissing Berlanga, saying like, oh, Hamza Shiraz did it, and they were hoisting up Shiraz. Turkey put out that he wants Shiraz to fight Canelo, all these types of things. So when a conspiracy theory erupts, of course, people are going to look at that and be like, man, this was your guy. He was pulling for you. And then the brain is powerful. So people are going to start wondering like, oh, what lengths would the powers that be go through to ensure a victory? Because he could have very well punched his ticket to Canelo consideration with that Berlanga win, right? And then for Berlanga's side, he knew you took the money and you knew what you were up against. You're like, that's Turkey's boy. I'm your Canelo, blah, blah, blah. And then now you're talking about it. But that's why you got to have a strong team. So all in all, well spoken from Hamza Sheeraz. I think he covered really all the bases. So it kind of puts it to rest. I told you, these situations are tricky anyway, because at the end of the day, it becomes very hard to do something after the fact. Like, potentially picture this, right? You get in a car accident, boom, right? You and the other driver exchange information, police get called, blah, 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 right? You need to record as much information as you can, pictures, get your phone out, do a video, all these types of things, because it becomes significantly harder to include things after the fact. You see what I'm saying? So if you're ever in that situation, you need the person's name, license, and you need to document what happened the best way you can. Because again, trying to solve the mystery or do something after the fact is definitely going to be harder. And that's unfortunately how boxing is. Even if something happens, if you didn't catch it in the heat of the moment, like Shane Mosley, rest in peace to brother Naseem Richardson, right? Versus Margarito, it becomes very hard to do after the fact. He's already back in the UK. He's probably going to Daniel the Ball Usyk fight, and he's already covered all the bases. He said the yellow stuff was from my glove, right? And he was like, his team is a compliment. They're saying all this crap, and I beat the heck out of them. It's like you getting in great shape, and then people say you're on steroids. So it is a compliment. Like, my body is so put together that you think I had to do something unnatural to achieve it when I really just worked out. So to be honest, I don't really expect this to go much else from here, because where can it go? Berlanga, everything they said was circumstantial. There was no like hard and fast evidence. It was all like circumstantial. It's hard to convict and, you know, sentence someone to life off a circumstantial case. So that is the follow-up. Both sides of the coin, as promised. If you like content like this, subscribe. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new, but even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.